Yo, people, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Listen, who is first through the gate? Is it Alex? Is it Kamixki? Let's see. Let's see who's first through the gates. It is Alex. Alex is the winner, people. Alex is the winner first through the gate. Alex, good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Nastaran, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. I see, Alex, you're rolling, man. You're rolling. Okay, you have a 4 feet first through the gate, my man. I appreciate you, man. Guys, as always, I appreciate you guys being here, supporting the channel as always, smashing those likes, hitting the subscribe. If you're new, I'm your boy Luther. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, we're gonna have an interesting, party today because it is Ruben Amorim era. It has started, right? And he started it with a bang. All right, Ruben Amorim started his era with a bang by letting go of our legend, people. Our legend, Ruud van Nistelrooy, is out of the door, man. Ruud van Nistelrooy is out of the door. Guys, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Nasaram. Good to see you, people. To start off, thank you. Yes, to start off, we got to start with thank you, Ruud. All right, 3 wins and 1 draw. Yes, 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 yes. Ruud delivered, guys. Ruud delivered. And listen, the only thing we can do is to say, you know what, thank you. All right. We talked about it the other day, yesterday, and that most likely he's going to let him go. But, I think it was the right thing to do, right? It was the right thing to do because Amorim, he needed to come in, put his own stamp into the thing, right? He needed to put on his own stamp saying, listen, this is my team going forward. And Amorim needed to make sure, like, listen, from this point on, nobody's going to say, oh, if they don't like something, they can go to somebody else, that kind of thing, right? Not like that's going to happen, right? Because this is Amorim's team, Amorim's reign. So that's what's up. New era for real. So I'm checking the report from The Guardian saying Ruud van Nistelrooy has left his role as assistant coach, actually, after the arrival of Ruben Amorim at Manchester United. The Dutchman oversaw 3 wins and a draw in interim charge after the sacking of Erik ten Hag, but will not be part of the new era at Old Trafford. Right? Van Nistelrooy, a former Man United striker, returned to the club, blah, 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 blah. So we know all that stuff. But listen, Ruud is gone, people. Ruud has left the building, right? Wow. That was a big call, people. It was a big call. Now, you see, it got me thinking, right? Do you guys think this was Ineos' plan all along to get rid of Ruud, but they kind of left it for Amorim to make the call, right? They needed to, it was planned because, okay, you sacked Ten Hag. Ruud was brought in by Ten Hag, right? You think that this was their plan, and they kind of allowed Ruben to make the call. That way he has that, from the get-go, he has that power saying, listen, it was my decision that I chose not to keep this guy. But either way, it's not that big of a deal. Ruud is gone. All right? Ruud is gone. So, how are we feeling, people? How are we feeling? Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Listen, we wish Ruud all the best. Absolutely. What a legend. What a baller. What a goal scorer. Let's see. Who do we have? Medium. Medium, what's going on? Listen, I'm glad you're here. Medium, listen. What you need to do is hit that notification bell. All right? Subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way, when we go live, you'll be notified, my man. And then you can join us in this party that we have here every day during this time. You know what I mean? again, guys, I appreciate you guys doing this. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys watched the videos. To me, watching the video of Ruben Amorim coming to Carrington, checking in. He gets off that Volkswagen. Is it a Mercedes van? He gets out, and then you have Barada there, Ashworth, Wilcox. Everybody saying, you know what, boss, come on in. Oh man, that listen, especially, dude, he has that aura with him, right? Amarin has that aura, man. The smile, the way he carries himself, coming in with just a jeans, some sneakers, just like a young guy, going into something like he knows it's going to be a huge challenge, but you can see that he relishes the challenge, right? So seeing him going in there, greeting the folks that work at Carrington and stuff like that, it was so, I don't know, I loved it, man. I watched it, I think, many times today. I was sitting there, I'm like, wow, this is good. That's our manager right there, a 39-year-old. That manager, Amorim, is younger than me, people. What? It's crazy. I love it though, right? I love it. Let's see, medium. I hope Amorim can live up to the pressure. That's, you know what? Based on how he's carrying himself, I think he'll be all right, man. Like the smiles in their faces and all this, what we're seeing today, he looks like he's not really phased by much, right? He knows it's going to be a job from, not a lot of people will take it, but he looks like he's up for the challenge. So that's pretty good, right? Media guy was obviously drunk out of his mind in the video. Which one? Who's that? Alex? You saw the video? Imagine how I feel as a Liverpool. Which video is that? I missed it. Oh, David Cody. Yeah, man. If you guys are talking about David Cody, yeah, man, that dude, he deserved to be suspended, man. Because if he did not award that penalty, Ten Hag probably would be here, right? But yeah, he deserved to be suspended, right? He was twisted, right? I won't judge him till next season. Yeah, of course. Him coming in right now, a lot of things have to go perfectly or have to go right for him to be successful, right? Because, dude, we have seen a huge number of big time managers, experienced managers who have won everything, come to that team in Man United and fail, right? So, listen, we just need to give him time and see what is going to happen. Zaid, what's going on, Zaid? Good to see you, man. Welcome, Zaid. That's what's up, man. People, it's good to see everybody. Yeah, we just need to give him time. We just need to give him time. And of course, there's a slight delay, as we talked about it yesterday, with this work permit. That should be resolved very soon. Nathan XH, what's up? Welcome, guys. Smash those likes, guys. Hit that subscribe if you are new. And if you are new, Alex is going to tell you, you got to declare your team as you come to the gate. Let us know what team you support, my man. All right? Listen, we have all teams in here. We got Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Everybody's here, one big happy family. So make sure you declare your team as you enter this through these virtual gates. All right? Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Double tap the screen, everybody. Yes. Double tap the screen, everybody. Listen, man. But today, I think as a new head coach for Man United, he's one of his biggest first task is to be ruthless, and I think he passed. Right? He passed the ruthless test, and the ruthless test was to get rid of the club legend, a legend who has gotten us 3 wins and 1 draw, right? a legend who he knows that the players love, everybody in that building, everybody loved this guy. You can see the send off that he was given yesterday. It was amazing, right? And his job was to tell, listen, Ruud, I respect what you've done. I respect you as the club legend, right? I appreciate you steadying the ship, right? But I can take over from now, right? I'm the guy to take us to the next level, right? Do I have room for you? Absolutely. Look behind me. I'm coming with like what, 5 people. There's no room for you, Rude. So thank you. We wish you all the best, but we'll take it from here. That's a big deal. To go and tell a legend like, yo, I don't need your help. That is a big deal because even I don't know if you guys saw Rio, Rio Ferdinand had his on his YouTube channel. Rio, he was talking to Owen Hargreaves. He was saying, listen, if it was him, he would keep Ruud van Nistelrooy because being a club legend, he can help you as you acclimate yourself into the team and all this stuff, right? So if it was Rio would have kept Ruud. But Amorim was like, nah, I don't need him. I believe in what I can do. I believe in the team that I'm bringing. I want these players to know if they have anything, I am your guy. You have any type of problems, I am your guy. Come to me. Because if Ruud was there, these players would go to Ruud, say, hey, this guy is kind of training us too hard, that kind of thing. So it was a tough call, but I think it was the right call. Now, can I see the jersey back there? Oh, I don't know if you can see the jersey. I got a couple of United shirts back there. You know. Yes, yes, yes. Um, let's see. Zaid today. Okay, okay. Let's see. United really needed that spell. Oh, medium. 100%. United, me, you, all of us. We needed the feel good feeling. We needed it. I think that healed us. Okay, seeing the fans yesterday, people were crying as they were sending Ruud off that field yesterday. People were crying like we needed that feel good factor, and the way it worked out perfectly. He got us back on track. And we got to see what he can do. And for him himself as well is being a legend of the club, coming back, getting a chance to manage a few games, getting wins and stuff like that. Everything kind of worked out perfectly, right? So, yeah, we all needed it, man. I needed it. When I was watching people serenading Ruud as he was leaving, yeah, I felt good. I felt good. Yeah. Um, it's pretty nice. Let's see. Austin! What's going on, Austin? Good to see you, my man. Alex said, I said, look, the gap between third and 13th is. Alex, listen, Alex. I know, dude. We talked about it yesterday. The gap is only 4 points, but there's a whole bunch of teams between us and that top four spot. But one thing I can say is the 4 points means that a lot of these teams need to um, they need to lose some games, right, in order for us to make to gain. It meaning that all the games that we have coming forward, right, we need to win, and then we hope some of those teams drop some of those games, and then that way we can catch up. But if some of those teams that are above us they continue winning and that kind of thing, it's going to be tough. 4 points is a lot, but again, it's doable. You know what I mean? It's doable because we can get that Amorim bounce, or are we? Because it's one of those guys. Listen, this is how I'm thinking about it, right? It could very well go downhill from here, right? Because with the back three, we have never played that system before. From forever, it's always been a back four at Man United. So we're gonna go back to back three, something that we have never played before a system. So it could go bad very quickly. That game against Ipswich after the international break, it could go bad, right? We can get battered big time. So we can go even lower than where we are right now. So we need to prepare ourselves mentally, guys. Okay, it can go really bad, but I am optimistic that it's not going to be that way. But again, new manager, new system with our players. I don't trust them. Who knows what can happen? All right. Because one thing about the EPL, it's a humbler. You can think, oh, you're a big Man United, you're playing Ipswich, you should be able to get an easy win. Again, Ipswich were playing McKenna. McKenna is a good coach, all right? So it's not going to be an easy ride, people. It's not going to be an easy ride. NSR7 is in the house. What's going on, NSR7? Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Um, yeah. Let's see. I used to vouch that I think I was better. La Liga was better. Yeah, but listen, the Premier League is a whole different monster compared to all the leagues. That's why it's the best league, man. Because in the Premier League, anybody can get beaten, right? We see City struggling against what? Brighton and all this. Arsenal struggling, so anybody can get beat. Like here in America, in the NFL, they have that. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, Any Given Sunday, because any given Sunday in the NFL, you can lose a game. It doesn't matter who you're playing in the NFL, you can lose. So in the Premier League, I always, whenever I think about any given Sunday, I feel that way. Like, yo, at any time, do not go into any game thinking like, oh, we got this in the bag. Nah, you can go in there and then before you know it, you are down 3, because some of these teams, they can just turn it up, right? Who'd have thought that Nottingham Forest is sitting what, they're 4th or something? Nobody would have thought that, but that is the Premier League for you. Let's see, media. You'll never forget Luis Diaz offside goal versus Tottenham. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. What players do you think will thrive under Amorim system? Zaid, that's a very good question. I was thinking about asking you guys the same thing, guys. What players do we think will thrive under Ruben Amorim's system? Obviously, it's a good question. You guys let me know. I'm thinking, of course, from the top, Ugarte, obvious because he knows the system, right? Ugarte is going to thrive. Onana is going to be all right? So that's easy. Who else? I think Bruno will be all right too, right? Because whenever I think of Bruno, Bruno is a smart player. You give him a set of instructions, he can follow them very well. So I think Bruno will do okay. I think Kobe Mainu could also do okay because he can. Kobe Mainu can play that as an 8 or more advanced kind of thing. So Mainu should be fine. Amad Diallo, yeah, Amad Diallo will be all right because Amad Diallo can play as a, how he likes to play with a 2 10s, right? With a 9 and the 2 10s. I think Ahmad can play as one of the 2 10s. So I think Ahmad will be okay. I hope he's gonna be okay because we want Ahmad playing ball. You know what I mean? So we shall see. We shall see. You guys let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is gonna thrive in that setup? Zaid is saying Anthony, Hoyland, Euro, Ugarte. The thing is, Euro, we haven't really seen anything about Euro, right? That's why I'm thinking, guys, in that Ipswich game, I don't think Euro will be starting. Even though he's going to be fit, I don't think he's going to start it. I think in that game, he may go with the back 3 of either it could be Lindelof, Delit, and Martinez, or it could be Johnny Evans, Delit, and Martinez. I think that's going to be my back 3 in that Ipswich game. And then Euro is going to start from the bench and then bring him in maybe after a certain time to give him his debut, right? That's what I'm envisioning. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think? Who's going to be our back 3 in that Ipswich game, right? Let me know. When Euro play a game, Let's see. Who do we have? It's the Philly Ball. What's going on, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. People, welcome, welcome, everybody. We got the Barca fan in the house. Welcome. Good to see you. Now, okay, imposter. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, all right, all right. Cool, cool, cool. People, let's smash those likes, guys. The likes are not liking. Paul Brady. Paul Brady's in the house. Radcliffe has cursed United. Second those loyal workers. Uh, Paul Brady, yes. Again, it's one of those. I can understand why he did it, right? Oh, he. Whenever you're trying to, you get a business and you're trying to stabilize it because the business it keeps on leaking out money. You need to find a way to cut costs, and usually in any business, the first place you're gonna look is to cut payroll, right? Payroll is the first place when you take over a business. You want to look at payroll to see, okay, are all these people that we're paying, do we really need to be paying all these people? So you gotta go there first and see what you can cut, because usually in any business, I think payroll is one of those a big chunk of your revenue, whatever goes into. So I can understand, but it's pretty messed up that he did that because a lot of those people depended on those jobs. And I like the fact that he did that, but also he did it from the top level in pulling money from the man himself, Sir Alex Ferguson, right? So he got rid of a whole bunch of jobs, but he also went to the person who you would think would be untouchable at Man United. He went to Sir Alex Ferguson and said, "Hey, man, you're the club's ambassador. You're getting paid 2 million for doing nothing, really. Yeah, we got to end that. We need that 2 million." So it kind of, somewhat, kind of feels a little bit, you know, balanced, right? Of course, these players you couldn't really do much because they're under contract. Ideally, you want to cut some of these players, right, to save some money. But you really, it's kind of hard to do with them. But you cut costs whatever you can. He also got rid of the Christmas party. The Christmas party, they're not going to have it this year, right? And they usually have it every year. Ain't going to have a Christmas party. He also cut the whenever we had games, people would have been able to bring in family members and all this, like the players, right? They'll bring in family members. It would have been like under the club's dime. Those things are done. So they had to do those kind of moves to find ways to save a penny here and there, right? So how much is Anthony a week? 150K. So Alex, I dare you to become a City fan for 10 weeks. Oh man, listen, don't do that with Alex, man. Alex, whenever you put those challenges to him, you know, he may just take you up, but again, it has to be something that is worth his while. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it sounds crazy, but I would never support that scheme. My man, Alex. So, Alex, you have standards, Alex. You have standards, my brother. I love that. Okay? Alex, he's not going to stoop to that level. All right? He's not going to do that. That's good. That's good, man. Alex puts a line at some point, he loses bets, but there's certain type of bets, right? But this is not a bet that he is willing to take. Alex, you are a stand-up guy, man. I like that, right? Because City is a small team, okay? They're lucky. They came into some money. They got some good coaches, got some good players. They won a few trophies, but it's still a small team. That's why when they won the treble, you can see the parade. Did you guys see the parade when City won the treble? Listen, nobody was there. People were still talking about Man United. That's how crazy it is. All right. So in the city of Manchester, man, Manchester will always be red, baby. Always be red. uh, uh, Yeah, yeah. Listen, they got the oil money, man. They got the oil money, and they got in Pep to come in there. They signed some really good players. They put in a nice structure. Yeah, honestly, City right now they are proper run team from the top to the bottom. They are proper. So yeah, they needed money to do all that. And listen, I'm not gonna hate on them, but and that's what we are trying to do as Man United right now to have that the structure from the top to the bottom all nicely done. That way, everybody operates at that highest level, right? Um, Pep is crying. Yeah. Oh, Pep is crying, man. After losing four, yeah, he is crying for sure. But again, don't let those cries fool you because we know what Pep can do, man. Pep, during that Christmas period, they can go on that crazy run unbeaten until the end of the season. Before you know it, they're hoisting that Premier League trophy, right? You can never know. As already has his name in the literary Radcliffe. Yeah, yeah, man. Etihad Stadium is quiet because fans are just fake. Yeah, exactly. We know that. Yeah. Um, Medium say, yeah, City have come a long way for real, regardless. From the days of, yeah, Bellamy. Dude, yo, Medium, you are old school, man. Yeah, Bellamy, Wright Phillips, Lescott, Sinclair. Yes, dude. I don't think Alex remembers this. No, Alex was you're too young. You don't remember this. But what Medium is saying here, those players, Bellamy, Wright Phillips, Lescott, Sinclair, those were like the starters for Man City team, man. Yeah, they were crapola. Yeah, okay. My yo, listen, Jokeres, come on, man. Everybody wants Jokeres. Are we gonna get him? Not during the winter transfer window. We know that, right? In the summer, who knows, right? Because in the summer we're gonna be competing with Arsenal, Man City. Look like they're looking at Jokeres as well, and then us, right? So again, if he was to choose, of course, he most likely may come to us because of Ruben Amorim, but it's going to be a huge competition with him because the man he's doing his thing. But what I'm hoping though is I'm hoping that we don't have to go for him, right? Right now, I'm hoping that Amorim coming in, we don't have to go to those. We don't have to do the Ten Hag thing, going to get ex Ajax players, right? I hope we don't have to do that because with Amorim's talent identification, I trust it because if he was able to find this guy from Coventry in Jokeres, for him to be a killer striker, that shows me like, yo, this man knows what he wants, and I hope he can do the same. If he can do that with a player from Coventry, he should be able to do the same with a player from Man United in Rasmus Højlund. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what he can do with Højlund because Højlund now in that system is going to be a nine with two tens supplying him. All right, you got full wing backs supplying him. Right? Come on, man. I think we're going to cook people. I may be delusional, but I think we're going to cook. Liam Jones, what's going on? Sinclair and Bella were at least 4 years apart. Yeah, yeah, they were. Let's see. Is PSG would take Vinny? I'm going to have a generational crash out. No, man, they're not going to get Vinny, man. Jokeres 1-2 Man United. I'll cry as hell if hell I'm a Liverpool fan. Oh, dude, listen. Jokeres come to Man United. We're gonna be cooking, dude. We're gonna be cooking. Okay, we're gonna be cooking. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. Alex says, did you hear PSG put in 250 million euros? No way. They did, Alex? 250 million for Vinny? Interesting. I did not see that. I did not see that. Chow's in the house, people. Chow is in the house, guys. It is over. Chow is in the house, people. Welcome, Chow. Evening, sir. Uh, Alex, you are just making things up. I know, man. I know he's making things up, man. I didn't see it. I'm right now. My eyes are right here on Twitter, and I do not see that because that would have been like a trending kind of thing, right? It would have been trending. So I don't see it. It did not happen. Alex is making it up like usual. Come on, Alex. Stop making up stuff. Um, let's see. Premier League will be more competitive if Mourinho came back. Yes. Listen, talking about Mourinho, we're all over the place today. Talking about Mourinho, apparently there's some kind of links to Newcastle, right? So if Eddie Howe gets sacked, Mourinho could be coming into Newcastle, and Newcastle now with this new rule, they can splash some cash. Mourinho could probably cook. You know what I mean? Because I think the win that Man City had, I don't remember the details exactly about there was this thing going on about I think sponsoring and all this stuff that Man City won the other day. Newcastle was part of it, so it means that now they can spend the money to sponsor the team, whatever. I don't know how the details of it are exactly, but it means now maybe next transfer window, maybe next summer, Newcastle can actually now splash the cash because you guys know Newcastle is the richest club, right? So they can really splash the cash and get whatever they want. You know what I mean? Alex, I saw the Google Mourinho to Newcastle will be, yeah, it will be amazing, man. Dude, one thing I love Mourinho, but you know what, guys? The vibes I'm getting from Ruben Amorim, it reminds me of Mourinho. It reminds me of Mourinho, the confidence, um, the way he talks and stuff like that. Just a younger Mourinho. So again, we know Ruben Amorim is a student of Mourinho's tactics and stuff like that. But of course, he doesn't do the whole park the bus thing. But he idolizes Mourinho. Of course, everybody does in Portugal when it comes to the coaching, right? Because Mourinho is the man, right? I think that's what the squad needs. Yes, 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 yes. Is he honest? And let's see. Did you hear Garnacho? Oh, Alex, I know. We talked about it yesterday. Garnacho did not celebrate, man, because of what we talked about, what Faz and other fans did to Garnacho, because Garnacho feels like some of the part of the fan group, they don't really support him, right? And to me, what Bruno did in that game, when he didn't celebrate, he went and kind of hugged him and said, "Dude, listen, fans, they're always gonna moan, okay? But we do appreciate what you do, okay? There's a lot of fans out here who support you, so keep doing what you're doing and go and celebrate with the fans." And then Garnacho, that's where Garnacho went, and then he did one of these saying thank you and stuff. So that was good. That was a very captainy thing to do, seeing that Garnacho was like not happy, even though he scored a banger, but he wasn't happy. He didn't celebrate. Bruno reminded him, yo, dude, don't care about these people coming at you saying you're not good, whatever, whatever. Go ahead and celebrate with the fans, man. And I love the part that when they celebrate, the fans were already singing his name and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Now, if Mourinho comes back to the Prem, it will be West Ham. Really, man? Liam? West Ham? Bear in mind, when he was at United, he stayed at Lorry. Yeah, at the hotel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You think he will move to... He'll move 50 mics further up north? Liam, with enough money, yeah, man, why not? He will. He will. And listen, I haven't been to Newcastle, but I'm sure they can find an easy, a posh hotel in downtown Newcastle, to accommodate him. Because whenever he goes, even like right now at Turkey, he's living in a hotel. That's what he does, you know. So, would listen, he will be all right. United should be happy. They got some talent on their hand. Yeah, yeah. Garnacho is probably making more money in a month than. Oh, come on, man. It's not probably, dude. Alex, Faz is just like me. I'm not making any money. Okay. So, uh, yeah. It's just, dude with a camera, just like, imagine like me, I'm sitting there, yo, Garnacho, make sure you pass the ball, right? For clicks and stuff like that. It's not right. That does not help the player. It does not help the kid to perform any better. It's not right. Okay. At that point, you're supposed to encourage our players. Yo, we got you, man. Yo, keep pushing. Do your thing. We're all behind you. You gotta hype him up. Get him excited. Right? But what he did, that was not right. And of course, Garnacho is millionaire, man. Makes some crazy money. Right? Um, So let's see. What's wrong? No, what's wrong to give advice? Footballers, these players been paying millions dollars can take any. Yeah, but it's the way he said it. I think it's the way he said it. It didn't look like it was constructive criticism or anything good. And at that point, his mentality wise, he's more focused on the game. He didn't need that kind of advice. That's what I'm thinking, right? So, yeah, but yeah, of course, we always criticize our players, right? When they don't perform, like Rashi was like, yo, you got to track back and all these things, you know. Yeah, it's fine, but it's just the timing was not right. And the way it came out, it looked kind of like, yo, it was very uh, using that moment to just for clicks, right? Saying certain things for clicks is, yeah, that's what most content creators live for, right? You want to get that moment, that goes viral, and everybody knows about you because that moment got him being. They were talking about him on Sky Sports everywhere, right? Yeah, you know, but still, I don't know. It didn't. It wasn't. It wasn't a good thing to do, in my opinion. Would I have done it? Absolutely not. Um, I like Faz's passion. You know, when you watch him, yeah, you can see his passion. He knows some kind of his analysis is right, and he knows what some of the players should be performing, that kind of thing. But sometimes he gets overboard, that kind of thing. But keep it on your channel, man. Let's leave these players. Let's criticize them, but that was not the right time to do it, in my opinion. I may be wrong, right? Child didn't realize Garnacho isn't even old enough to drink. There you go. You see, not even old enough to drink alcohol. But somebody, it's so funny. Somebody had said that, yo, but he has a kid. But we were like, yo, anybody, not anybody. Like, if you get a certain age, you can have a kid. It doesn't mean that you're old enough. You're still a kid. You're still developing. You still need encouragement to get to that next level, kind of thing, right? If I said that, please work on your first touch and make better passes. Yeah, yeah, I know that's exactly what he said, but I don't know. It didn't come out right. I know. Again, uh, and I see what you're saying, Chow. Some people thought about that way, the way you were thinking about it, but a lot of people also thought about it. Yo, it was not in good taste. The way he said it, it's not like you're trying to help the guy. It sounds like you're like, yo, make sure you do a good job today, okay? maybe he could have said it better, but anyway, enough for that. Um, because he, you know, I don't know if it's because of that, but even yesterday he scored. The man didn't even feel like he wants to celebrate because it's not because of Faz, but he can feel like from obviously these guys watch social media and everything, right? So they can feel the all these criticism that's coming their way. And imagine you score a bang out of a goal and you don't want to celebrate because you feel like the fans are not on you. Yes, people can say, "Oh, some players are not. They're pretty soft. They shouldn't really care so much about what fans say." But it's. I'm thinking it's a human being kind of thing. When people criticize you, you're like, okay, you don't feel as good when you do something good. You like scoring that banger of a goal. So yeah, but you know what? I'm glad that Bruno stepped in and got him sorted out. Turkish league smells bad. Also, the referees. That's funny, man. How do you know it smells bad, man? I know Mourinho said something the other day. I didn't read the whole story, but he kind of insinuated that there's some corruption going on in the Turkish league. So I don't know, right? It's one of those. They banned and they fined him. Mourinho. I did see that. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. Um, yeah, man. So, guys, what I'm thinking is this. I'm hoping one player that I really hope that he stays fit is Mason Mount. Okay, so Mason Mount is back with the team. If Mason Mount stays fit, being he can play as a 10, I think we may see something different from him, man. He may be all right. Do you understand how long it takes to wait for players to come out and sign autographs after the game at OT? To wait that long and be rude is crazy. There you go, Liam. I don't know how long. I haven't been to OT. That's on my bucket list. I lived in the UK for a while, but I never got a chance to go to Manchester, which is pretty crazy. I don't know why, but yeah, I would. It's on my list. One of these days, I would hope to be there talking to you guys. Standing in front of the old Trafford. Well, it could be a new Trafford by then, right? So yeah. Uh, Jay, what's going on, Jay? Welcome, welcome. Rude needs to stay. Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. Jay. Listen, Jay. In case you missed it, Rude is gone, sir. All right. Rude has left the building. All right. Rude has left the building, sir. There's a new man. There's a new sheriff in town. In his name is Ruben Amorim, and he decided that Rude is surplus to requirement. All right. He said, him coming in with his crew, they can handle everything. They don't need Rude, which I think it was the right move, honestly, because what job would you give Rude? He's already been a manager. He's already been an assistant. You cannot make him a striker coach. It's such a downgrade. This man, from this point on, he should go to just straight up being a manager, right? So that's how I see him progressing. Um, and it makes you new era from the Portuguese gaffer. Yes, yes, yes. New era from the Portuguese gaffer. Listen, Chow, man. I'm telling you, the number of times I've watched that video of him coming out of that minivan, going in there with big smiles, that aura, smiling and shaking people's hands. Listen, that guy, he looks smooth, yo. He looks smooth. I think the players are gonna get the same vibe that I felt when I was watching him. Like you just like the man, right? You just like the man because of what he gives you, that aura, right? So that I'm hoping that the players feel that because the people from his players from Sporting They were ready to run through walls for this guy. So he needs to get our players to do the same thing, right? Our players need to believe the same way, to fight the same way, right? From Fabrizio Romano, he was saying that from the conversation that Ruben Amorim had with the Barada, Ashworth, and all of them, he says he needs high intensity players, right? Based on that statement, it means that there's some players who are not going to be able to perform because he wants high intensity, right? Players. So it's up to now Ineos to deliver those kind of players for him, right? So we shall see. Based on who we have on deck, who is a high intensity player, I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. You can say Bruno, you can say Ahmad. Who could be a high intensity player? Of course, Ugart. You know, I don't know who else. We don't have a lot of those, but that's what he wants. So, we shall see. We shall see if he's gonna get what he wants. So, according to Fabrizio, it says Ruben Amorim's plan is to start immediately with a back three in the defense and bring in players ready to provide intensity starting from 2025. All right, guys? Starting from 2025, that's what he wants. All right? And that is from Fabrizio Romano. All right? Matthias Dele on Ruben Amorim's arrival, he says, listen, that's going to be the biggest challenge for the trainers to get everyone on the same wavelength and same page to improve a team and improve as players. Right? There you go. Man. It's interesting, man. Interesting. These quotes coming from all over the place. Let's see. Amorim. Yes. Jay saying Ruben Van Nistelrooy needed to stay because he got 3 wins and 1 draw. If Amorim and Ruud Van Nistelrooy work together, they would make a Manchester United great again. Well, Jay, here's the thing. Imagine you go to a job. You are the boss of the place. You're coming in, and then there was someone who was holding the job for you, and this person goes on happy hours with the employees and stuff like that. Everybody loves them, right? And then you come in to take over the job. Now you're challenging your management style with someone who's already been there, where all the employees love this guy because he's just a cool guy, man. Fun times, vibes are vibing, everybody's happy and all this stuff, right? And you coming in, I'm the big guy now, all right? It's going to be tough for you to implement your policies, through the employees, right? Because, if they don't like what you say, they can always go to this guy who was giving them good vibes all the time, because, the players are cool with them. All the employees are cool with this guy, right? So how do you fix that? You eliminate that person. Then these employees of yours, now they have no choice but to adhere to how you roll, how you manage, all right? And that way you're all on the same page. That way these employees down here, they know, oh, there's only, if I don't agree with something, if I don't like something, I can only go to Jay, right? I don't have to go to Alex because people love Alex, that it's one of those. And because already Ruud Van Nistelrooy had already declared that, listen, at one point he wants to be Man United manager. So imagine now you are there, you have this guy behind you who he wants to take over your job, and you think you're going to be able to perform. It's going to be tough. And that's one thing. Think about the British media. The British media, as soon as we start, because their back three could be a problem, right? Once we start losing games, the British media will come after Amorim. They'll say, you know what, listen, he's not the guy. He's out of his depth. They should have just given the job to Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy gave them 3 wins, 1 draw, blah 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 blah. You know how they roll. So that is a problem. So why have all that? Get rid of the man. You know, Ruud came in, he did his thing. We loved it. We loved every moment of it. We said thank you, Ruud. But now it's Ruben Amorim's team, and it's for him to see if he can take us somewhere. You know what I mean? So I understand why he did that. But I agree with you, Jay, because even I was watching Rio Ferdinand's, I think it was podcast or something. He was talking with Owen Hargreaves. Rio wanted to keep Ruud because obviously legend of the club, you want those people like that around to help you navigate and all this stuff. But again, on the flip side is, you kind of have that person behind here. If the players don't like what you're doing, they can always go to him and say, yo man, I'm not feeling Jay, yo. I'm not feeling Jay. I like Alex. Alex, help us out, man. And then Alex goes and talks to the board. Next thing, Jay gets sacked. One of those. So I don't know. I think it was the right thing to do, man. Let's move on. Clear out. We clear the house. Clear it out. Ten Hag and his entire crew, they're gone. But I'm surprised why Fletcher is still there, guys. Why is Fletcher still there? Rene Hake is gone. The goalkeeping coach is gone. Ruud is gone. Fletcher is still there. I don't understand that. Somebody explain it to me. How is that possible? Let's see. Mediums in Mount could find his form and confidence with. Yeah, I agree with the medium. Yeah, he could very well do that. If only he stays fit, because I think, he can fit in that Amorim role, man. Anthony's, Anthony is making some big money, man. So on British media turning into, man. British media is just like terrible, man. Right. And also the British media, we saw how nicey they are with Ruud. Like, if you watch any of the press conferences, they were so cool with him, friendly and all this stuff, right? Because they like the guy, So if they like him, when things go wrong, they'll be calling for Ruud, Liam is saying Fletcher was there before. Yeah, dude, exactly. Fletcher was there before Erik ten Hag. He was there. I think he was there even when Ole was there. So basically, Fletcher was there through Ole, Ragnick, Ten Hag. The man is still there. I don't know, man. I think he's a Glazer plant, Of course, Fletcher, his 2 sons play for Man United, I think under 18s, right? But still, even if he has his kids there, it doesn't give you a reason why you have to be, with the management team, whatever, right? So I don't know what job he's gonna do. I know under Erik ten Hag, he was setting up the cones, in the practice. So what is he gonna do under Ruben Amorim, right? It doesn't make any sense, man. Dude needed to go. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be part of the coaching staff. Let's predict the first match results under Amorim. What do you think? Listen, Nasaran, we're going to do that. Okay, let's do that maybe a day before, right? Because by then we'll have enough information on maybe what kind of players kind of thing, because we would have seen a kind of behind the doors games. I'm hoping that he does that from the get-go, that we can see, right? And then we can predict how we're going to roll in that game, because Ipswich is not going to be easy. We're playing away. We're facing McKenna. McKenna is a good manager. So it's not going to be an easy ride. All right? So we shall see. We shall see. Bring sunshine to Manchester. Yes, Ruben, please. But today he did. Today he brought sunshine to Manchester, man. Right? You can see the man when he gets off the van, big smile. Oh, I'm about to watch it again just to enjoy the moment, man. That's it's good vibes right there. Good vibes. Um, yeah, you see, Jay, I didn't think of that. Ipswich beat Tottenham, so there you go. It is not going to be an easy ride. Jay say fingers crossed for Ruben Amorim. Let's hope he does well. Yes, 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 yes. That's all we can do is hope and pray. Hope and pray. Hope and pray that he does well. Because honestly, I mean, that team of ours, it needs not even a miracle. I don't know what to call it, man. That our team is so bad. Like there's so much work that he has to do with that team. And one thing I'm happy with Amarin, he is under no illusion how big of a task it is to take on that job, right? He knows it's going to be a huge task. He knows the challenge that is in front of him, right? So from the get-go, he wants to hit the ground running. He said he's going to start with the formation that he knows, right? I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday on his press conference. He said he's going to start with the formation that he knows. What is that formation, you ask? I'll tell you in a second. Let's see. He said, second here. What did he say? I think he said 3-4-1-2. Let's see. What did he say? Do, do, do. So Ruben Amorim. I'm searching. Okay. So Ruben Amorim, yeah. 3-4-2-1. So Ruben Amorim suggested he will continue to play 3-4-2-1 at Manchester United. All right. He says, I know how I'm going to play in the beginning, right? Because you have to start with a structure that you know, okay? And then from there on, you can. He said you can take whatever you want from that, but he says I think there was another course somewhere. Then he said you adopt whatever, whatever. So that's what we should expect to see, right? We should expect to see that. That back three, man. Woo! That's gonna be something. That's gonna be something. Um, Manchester United is like a deck of cards needs to be shuffled before a game. Yeah, yeah, I know, Jay. I know. It's crazy. Um, I can't be doing that. Yep, yep. That's what Alex. Alex is saying. I don't mean to be mean. Yeah. Listen, man. You gotta shuffle it and see what happens, man. You gotta shuffle it and see what happens. But, um, these players of ours, they're in for a rude awakening. I think Ruben is gonna, whip it into shape, right? He's gonna have to whip it into shape, and with the backing of Ineos, yeah, they're gonna have to make sure that he's successful. Medium, yes, summer transfers will be crucial, 100%. Talking about transfers, check this out. Manchester United have inquired about Christopher Nkunku and would be ready to take him in January. Guys, do you want Nkunku? Let me know. Because Nkunku is unhappy with his playing time at Chelsea. What do you guys think, man? Do you want Nkunku at Manchester United? You ask me? 100% hell no. I don't want to see no more Chelsea players at United. Okay? I don't want to see Chelsea players at United, and Nkunku's injury record, it is not good, right? So we cannot it's like a PTSD kind of thing. They gave us Mount, the man is still injured every time. We cannot take another one of them players, man. No. Yeah, I know. They gave us a dud, man, with Mount. So, and Nkunku, yes, he's a good player. He could work in Amorim's system, but no, no. I don't want to see Nkunku. Right now, what Amorim needs is he needs players who are solid, resilient, and injury free. Players like Diogo Dalot, player like Bruno Fernandes, they're never injured. Those two, I'm knocking on wood, right? They're always available, fit, ready to fight. So those are the kind of players that we need to be targeting, right? Because these guys are, they're always available, man. They're playing a whole bunch of games because they're always fit. So we need those kind of players. We cannot take any of these players right now who have a kind of shaky injury situation. We cannot risk that, right? If we're trying to get to what we need to get, we need solid players. You know what I mean? I don't remember Garnacho getting injured. True. No, I think Garnacho missed a couple of games, but it wasn't that long. Yeah, Garnacho is also pretty solid, right? Who else at Man United was pretty solid? Of course, Onana is never injured. Like Onana has played all the games, but outfield players. Who else? Rashi is pretty decent too. Rashi doesn't get injured a lot, but Rashi has been pretty good for us. But of course, Rashi, honestly, it's time for him to go. Gundogan Galatasaray. Listen, Tottenham Man United. Welcome, welcome. Um, oh, Luke Shaw. Come on, man. Luke Shaw, man, he needs to be out of that team very quickly. But again, Luke Shaw has one of those Phil Jones kind of contract, so Luke Shaw will be there, right? And now, you know, you're gonna see Luke Shaw getting warm weather training in Dubai or something, and after international break, be ready to see Luke Shaw performing for Amorim, right? And then we're gonna be all excited to see Luke Shaw doing his thing, which is pretty messed up because this man decided to go to play for England instead of keeping himself fit for Man United, right? Number one Galatasaray fan, welcome, welcome. People, smash those like, hit that subscribe, guys. Hit that subscribe. All right, Rajat, what's going on, man? What are you talking about? Hey, really, Rajat? That's how you feel? Oh, dang. It is not big channel. Really, man? Really, Rajat? What is it, bro? About Manu 2, Gala 3, Gala 3, Tottenham 2, Gala. Okay, all right, Galatasaray fan, man. That's what's up. Rajat said we'll take Brandon Williams back at left back. No, man. No, I don't want Brandon Williams, dude. No. Anybody, listen, I will take Alvaro Fernandez back because we can get him for what, 15 million or something like that. Yeah, I'll take Alvaro Fernandez, but not Brandon Williams, man. Forget about that. I'm looking forward to see Cheeto. Yes, Jay. Yes, 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 Jay. Cheeto Obi Martin. Listen, Cheeto playing with those kids. I think it's not fair. This kid, I cannot imagine being so young. This kid is so big and strong, and is bullying all those young kids, man. He needs to be giving a chance to train with the first team and to see what he can do. I know we need a striker. We need him, right? He can join. He can join the first team and see what we can do. Yes, Rajat. I hope so, man. I hope so. Amas needs to get his debut, man. He needs to get his debut. Charles, if Liverpool win the league this season, it's nightmare. Yo, ciao. I don't even want to think about it, bro. I don't even want to think about Liverpool winning the league. Okay? So, who's going to stop him? I don't know. Right now, I don't see them going on a losing streak like City. Right? So, I don't know. It's not a good look. It's coming to Anfield, bro. 2 Arsenal, 3 Man City. Yeah. Rather Liverpool than Man City. No, man, Jay, I'd rather Arsenal win it than Liverpool. Liverpool, if they win it, they're gonna equal Man United's trophy Premier League titles, man. We don't want that. Right now, only bragging rights we have is because we have one more than them. You know, so Man City are going to come. No, Rajat, I think yeah, Man City right now, yes, they on this they're going through this tough patch, but yeah, they'll be back. They'll be back because you know how Man City is, man. Come Christmas time, they'll get their stuff together and they'll go on a crazy run, unbeaten run for I don't know how long. Uh, let's see. Alex Craig, it says, do you see Jokeres signing in January? Absolutely not, sir. Alex, no. Jokeres is not coming in January because Amorim did say that he's not gonna tap any of his players in January, right? So anything is gonna be something maybe in the summer, kind of deal. So it's not gonna be in the winter. Arsenal project is failed. No, Arteta is trust the process, people. Okay, Arsenal fans, trust the process. That's what he says. Trust the process. Yeah, it's not doing in January for sure on YouTube. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what we see tomorrow. But today, guys, a recap is Ruud van Nistelrooy has left the building. Ruben Amorim's era has started. A slight delay because he's waiting for his work visa, work permit. Once he gets that, then he can officially take charge of training. Because right now, yeah, he can do maybe some meetings here and there, but he cannot really take charge of the team. And of course, we know that he was not going to take charge of the team anytime soon because most of the players now they are doing their own thing away from Carrington. They're taking like a downtime. So until next week, that's when we should expect Ruud van Nistelrooy meeting with the players that are not on international duty. Uh, Curry Muncher, go Barcelona. That's what's up. Free Palestine. Yes, yes, yes. We need to end all these wars, man. We don't want any wars in the world. Peace to the world. Yes. Next summer, transfer Rashi out. Yoker is in. Either swap or buy. But the thing is, Jay, who's gonna get Rashi? The only, really, honestly, the only team that I can think can take Rashi is PSG, right? Only PSG. So I don't know who's gonna take it. But I said Rashi, Charles and Rashi looks disinterested. Yes, exactly. Yesterday, he needs to move on. That's true, Chow. It's true. Unless you know, Amorim comes in and sits down and talk to Rashi and say, "Look, dude, you do have talent. I can use you." Blah 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 blah, and have him, do something. Because I think Rashi could be able to perform as a nine, right? As a nine, and then you have the two tens behind him. He could be able to cook because he can run behind. He's quick. He's a good finisher. He may work. So we shall see. We shall see what Amorim does with Rashi, because you can imagine like him coming in, Ineos and them. They probably say, "Listen, find out what you can do with Rashi, if you can get him firing again." But again, we've been through this Rashi hope and pray thing for so long. We keep on thinking like, oh, maybe this could be the season that he's gonna cook, whatever, whatever, and he doesn't. So yeah, if somebody comes for him, I'll move him on. Um, Breaking news: Barcelona get Erling Haaland. I know that there were some talks. I know, I did see something that there was some talks that Erling Haaland may be going to Barca. It makes sense if he goes to Barca, and then you can create that Erling Haaland Mbappe thing, right? Real Madrid, Messi, Ronaldo, Erling Haaland, Mbappe. It makes sense, and then that's why Man City. I know Man City, they were looking at bringing in Jokeres in. So if Haaland leaves, imagine Jokeres at Man City with that supply that he gets. Oh my gosh, he will be fire. All right, he'll be fine. Nastaran, Casemiro. Casemiro, it looks like he has been revived, man. Playing with Ugarte, it looks like he's revived, right? He's playing better. He doesn't need to do a lot of defensive work, right? He can play a little bit further up because he knows behind him Ugarte, has everything in control, and so Kase is looking good now. He may work in the interim in Amorim's team, but in the summer, I would definitely look to move him on if somebody comes. If I saw somewhere like Al Nasser, they may be looking at him and stuff like that. So we shall see. All right. Casemiro redemption needs to be talked about. Yeah, man. Casemiro has been different level, man. Has been this last couple of games has been different level. You can see this man. He wants to play. He wants to fight. He wants to show Amorim he's still here. He's won everything. He has a trophy cabinet of all the trophies. So he wants to make sure Amorim knows Kase is in the house for him to use it. All right. So we shall see. All right, Kim Ziyech. Let's see. Good rotation with Maino. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be a good rotation with Maino for sure. Right. So, guys, listen. Oh man, time flies, man. It's we're past our 1 hour, people. Listen. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for hitting those likes, subscribing, hitting that engaging. You guys are amazing. And tomorrow, listen, when you see me, today is my birthday eve. Tomorrow is my birthday, guys. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday. So listen, but I'll be here, guys. I'll be here to hang out with you guys, and we can see what happens, guys. All right. So people, good to see you, people. Take care of yourself. Have a fantastic evening. Stay blessed. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, people. Peace. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Yeah, man. Tomorrow is my day. November 12th, man. All right, people. Scorpio. That's what we do. All right, people. Take care. Peace.